Okay. I'll give you the opportunity to speak up. Okay. Don't worry. But in the starting, first let us learn something. Okay. Then only I'll clarify your doubts. First, let us understand what we are gonna discuss today and what are the contents. Okay. At the end, I will give everybody the opportunity to speak up. Okay. Hope I'm clear to everybody. Whoever is raising hand, raise hand at the last. I'll give you the option to speak up. Okay. Okay. Let's maintain a good intensity. Okay. And I have planned this workshop little smartly so that we are not bored enough and too much content on the same day. Okay. We'll discuss on that. Fine. So before moving forward, so this is myself. My name is Abhijit. I have a total experience of around 13 plus years. Okay. BTech from IIT Vellore, Masters from IIT Delhi. Okay. I have worked on all these areas. Okay. All these organizations. Okay. I have worked in SBI as a government employee and a couple of other organizations I have supported apart from that. Okay. Fine. So these are some of the skill sets that I have. Okay. People who are already my students, they might know me, but yeah, it's always good to know who the trainer is going to be about. Okay. Since we are going to have 1.5 hours, 2 hours of journey with us. Cool. Okay. So let's start what we are going to start today and how we are going to start first of all. Okay. So we are going to discuss about solid principles today. Okay. So this I have divided into two parts. Okay. This I have divided into two parts. Okay. So first of all, today we are going to cover the first part. Okay. This workshop will be divided into across two workshops. Okay. Today will be the first part and then we will have second part of it. Okay. Why I have done this is because it's important thing to understand is solid principle is something that you should have a deep understanding of. I I just can't come here and brag some definitions and go about that. No, we have to do some practical examples apart from understanding the good theoretical concepts. Okay. So what I am going to do is today we are going to discuss three of those solid principles. Okay. With program, with discussions, including everything. And then in the second part, I am going to discover or we are going to discuss about this remaining of this particular solid principle. Apart from that, what we will do is whatever we are learning in the first and second part, we will combine it. Okay. We will combine it into a single solution. Okay. We will combine it into a single solution. That is how you are going to learn it. Okay. This is how I have been teaching in multiple organizations where I have been taught teaching this system designs or DSA along with solid principles. And it has been very much fruitful to all the candidates. What practical example we are going to see at the end? Okay, I think I have already. Okay, this we are going to design at the end using solid principles. Okay, so this workshop I will be very clear. We will design it into two parts. First part today will cover the majority of the solid principles. Then in the next session, we will cover last couple of two solid principles and we will design this solution for us. Okay, using those solid principles, how we can design it or how we can integrate it in our day-to-day life. Hope I am clear to everybody what we are gonna do first of all. Okay, clear everybody? How are we gonna proceed first of all? Always understand how the workshop is going about. Okay, this is not going to be a very like cakewalk workshop. If you need some kind of basic understanding, okay, you need some kind of basic understanding of it. Example, let me first hide this for you. Okay, you need some basic understanding of very basic minimal oops concept. Okay, you need basic understanding of oops concept. Okay, this is not a regular class that I will teach you a little bit of oops concept. Okay, this is a workshop. So you should have a basic understanding of the oops concept to understand these particular solid principle, because these are good, nice. I'm not till very advanced level, but yeah, at least it is very informative to students or very understandable to students who are good in this oops concept. or at least have a basic understanding. What does inheritance means? What does class means? What does object means? All those things. Okay, fine. Okay, let's start our topic today. Before understanding, guys, before understanding what solid principle is, what principle is, first understand, leave solid at all. Okay, leave what is a solid liquid gas. We doesn't care. Okay, I'll compare every topic today to your real life, how you are working in your real life, or how things happens in your real life. Okay, so first of all, let us understand what does this principle means about. See, principle, if I tell in a simple terminology, is a basic rule or idea that explains or control how something works or how someone should behave. Take a very simple example. I can tell that I have these principles in my life. Okay, that I will wake up early, or I don't fight with people. I try to help poor people. I try to help downtrodden people. I like to work hard. These are all the principles in my life that I have maintained. That I will not cheat anybody. These are some of the principles that I have maintained in my life. That I have thought that no, I will live by those principles. I will try to follow these principles as a rule for me. Okay, it can be for an individual, it can be for an organization, it can be for a group of people. We cannot segregate accordingly, but depends upon how the number of people flourish through that. Okay, simple, we can say that a rule or a code of conduct, comprehensive and fundamental laws which people follow according to their own belief, or according to the organization belief, according to the country belief, according to the universe belief. Anywhere you can categorize it. Hope you have understood the idea of principle first. Okay, we will go to solid a little bit in time. Okay, so if I tell what a principle is, I can tell it is a rule or code of conduct. Okay, it is a principle which is nothing but rule or code of conduct. Fine. Let me take a very nice simple example in this particular. Let us take a real life example. This is A and this is B. Another 15 minutes, you will tell me what solid principle is. Okay. So this is A and this is B. Okay. Suppose if I tell that uh, A is a senior, some bureaucrats. Okay. Some senior government official. Okay. Some senior government official. Okay. B is also a senior government official somewhere. Okay. He's also some, just I'll put a government official. Okay. Now, the thing here to understand is A is suppose have some principle in his life. What are the principle in his life? His principle in his life is that I will wake up early. Second thing, I will exercise. Okay. I will help people. I'm in a position that I can help people. Then I will not be corrupt. Okay. I will not be corrupt. Or I can say I am honest. He can say, I am honest. Okay. All these are the principles that A has taken up for himself. That these are the principles that I'm going to live by in my day to day life. I'm going to wake up early, go for walking, do some gymming, do some exercise, help people. Okay. I'm not going to be corrupt. I'm going to be clean, like very honest person, going to help people. So all these things are going to be my principle. Second person is there. He is a very lazy. He's a very lazy guy. He likes to party. Okay, wake up late. Okay, no good daily routine, no exercise. Okay, unhealthy habits. All those things are having for it. Plus, he's we know that, right? Government official can be of anybody. Either they can be corrupt or they can be honest. Generally, people fall in this category. Okay, now because of this particular habit, this particular principle, what has happened is B has accumulated lot of wealth and property. And he's this, if you talk about it, he's a very simple living. He has a simple own house and all, and he doesn't have luxurious car and all those things. So by seeing this, what you tell that A is very happy, yeah? What you can tell? A is very happy. Can I tell A is very happy? Is it possible for me to say that yes, A is very happy or B is very happy? Looks like A is very happy. Why A is very happy? Why he is very happy? Because he has got a lot of wealth, right? This matters. He's enjoying, he's doing everything. But here you can see that he has to wake up at 5 o'clock, do some exercise, help people. He's not gaining extra money, whatever basic salary he's getting, he's just working around that. So looks like B is winning here. But this is a very short goal, a very short term win, guys. This is a very short term win. Why I will tell you. Biggest problem will come for him. Suppose tomorrow he is into some problem. There are a lot of investigation agencies in any country. They will track him out. This guy is corrupt. Let him take into custody. Let him interrogate. Let him file a case against him. Let us take the job. He's not doing his work properly. Second thing, he is not healthy. He's always having troubles. He's partying, boozing, not doing any exercise, unhealthy habits. So all those things, what will give it to him is it will lead to his health failure. Immediate benefit, lot of wealth and property, he has immaculated. But later on, what has happened in a long term? It was he has to face a lot of challenges and lot of issues in his life. If I come to this person, in a short term, if you can see that he doesn't have much of wealth, house, car, and all nothing. He's very simple life. And you will have difficulty in all this. Daily waking up at 5 o'clock, is it very much healthy? Like, is it very much easy for you? No. I also want to sleep at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, but he made his principle. Initially, he might have felt, okay, this is very difficult. But later on, all these came into his regular habits, helping people, exercising, waking up early, not doing any party unnecessary, okay, living a simple life. In a long term, what will happen? He will be healthy, he will be appreciated, he will be accolated everywhere. So, if I see for a long term goal, who is winning here? It is being won by senior government official A. He is the person who is actually winning out here. Okay, he is the winner here. If I say, who is the loser here? If I can say, this guy is the loser in this particular scenario because he is only having a short term vision, a short term benefit, guys. Now, coming to our day to day life, how will relate it to our day to day life as a as a worker, as a developer, as an engineer? How we do that? See, you have seen that there will be different kind of developers coming into this entire IT industry. Some people will come, will do the coding, will solve the problem and go away. They don't care how their code is going to affect in the future. There are most of us here who just want to finish off their work. They're assigned a ticket, they're assigned a task. Their job is, or their mentality is, first of all, how I am going to finish off my task. What will happen if you do that? What will happen if I don't think about future, if I just think of solving the problem now? I have to create any, suppose a login form, or I have to create something like that. What I will do, somehow I have to finish this work and somehow I have to make this work. That is his a near term benefit. He's only thinking of his near term benefit. If I go and meet to a nice, a good developer who has a good understanding, what he will do, he will go ahead and he will think of how the future is going to be about. Whether my code is being understood by people who are going to come new, who are going to be freshers, who might be coming from different technologies. Second thing, is it extensible enough? Can I extend my feature? People tomorrow see everything is going to change something. Everything has to be extended one day or the another. Nothing is constant. Okay. So we need to change our code or we are going to extend something. So is my code extendable? Is my code good readable? Is my code bug free? Can I make some changes in different areas till my code remains intact? These are the questions that will be asked by a good developer to himself. So a good developer will write a code in a way that is benefited for long term. Whereas if you see a developer who has no idea of what principles are, how to write the codes, he just know how to code it. He doesn't know how to code it. Learning technically is a very different thing. Learning it in a proper way is a different thing. So he has just learned the coding. He has not learned how to code it in a manner which is futuristic. So who will have the benefit here? This particular guy is again gonna win. If this is the developer, he is again gonna win it. Why is he gonna win? Because his code is very much robust code. He's built a proper scalable code. Whereas what he has done, he has just thought of finishing off the ticket in the near future, go ahead, party, or leave the work, finish off the work. That was his mentality in a sense. Hope you have got the understanding where I am taking you guys. Okay. Understood till this particular point? Give a chat and comment in between. Okay. Raise hands. I will give you option at the end. Again, I am telling you. Be interactive with me. Keep on chatting with me. Okay. I have given you the option to chat it up. Just chat it with me. Okay. So these principles, whatever we are going to learn, okay, this will help you in becoming developer A. This solid principle, whatever this is, we are going to see about this. What it will do is it is gonna be in your mindset. It will be very, once you learn it now, it will be very difficult to unlearn it. Wherever you see the particular code, wherever you see anything, these principles will come to your mind and you will be able to understand what is wrong here and how should I proceed with the particular solution. Giving a solution is not important right now. Giving a solution in a way that is robust is going to be important for us. Okay. And that is what your most organizations are actually looking out for. So if I term in a simple term, principle in a real life means that some rules or code of conduct we follow for ourselves, okay, or for an organization, for a group in a normal day-to-day life. If I add this word solid here, this means that these principles or these, whatever this terminology which you're going to see, this solid word is the principle which is maintained by software industry so that you can code in a better, in a robust way. Okay. See, if you don't, he has also done the work. He has also done the work. Nobody is telling that if that you have not done the work. Work is done, but the work is not done in a proper way. There are two different analogy for this. Now, let us see how this works out, guys. Okay. I hope things are getting clear to you and you are able to get a feel of it first of all. See, in a day-to-day life, what are the problems that what are the problems we are going to face? The general problems. I will tell you the general problem. Yes, exactly wrong. Okay. And that is what the mentality has to be changed. Okay. Just wait for 1.5 hours. You will see what things we are doing. Okay. Now, the real world problems. The real world problems. What problems do we have? If I talk about real world problems, we have the biggest problem, tightly coupled code. If I talk about another thing, scalability. If I talk about the third term, difficult to understand the code, difficult to understand the code. Then if I take bug, bug prone changes, bug prone changes. These are the real world problem, guys, that you are gonna face generally. There are a lot of others, but these are the some of the common real world problem that if a developer do some poor coding, these are the problem that you are definitely gonna face. The code will be tightly, we talk about what tightly coupled is. Poor scalability means difficult to extend your code. Okay, make it increase to a level where people can, or make it a good extend code. Second thing, a new person comes in, he will never be able to understand your code. Third thing is very much bug prone areas you will have. Okay, now see, I am quoting a very nice word from a very nice person. Okay, at the end I will tell you who is it, and the 5 minutes you will come to know. Okay, he told that, guy, if you are very lucky, you start a project, you are very lucky, you will have a clear picture of what your system want to be or what your solution is going to be. Okay, you know the design of the system. Fine. Based on the design, you have created the exact thing. If you are very lucky enough, you have done everything perfectly. You thought that my solution will look like this. And finally, your solution has actually similar way, it looked like this. So you have nearly achieved what you wanted. But what happens? Now the problem starts. Have you heard the word called as code smell? Have you heard this word called as code smell? Have you guys heard of this word called as code smell? It's not only about the duplicate. Okay, this terminology has a very vast meaning. Take your real life example. You have prepared a food. Okay, you have prepared a food. You have prepared a food. That food, you have prepared something and you have presented it down. Very good. But you forgot to add some of the ingredients which will make it long lasting. Imagine you have prepared a food in the morning. Okay, in the breakfast you have some prepared some food, but you forgot to add some ingredients which is gonna help you keep this food stay longer or stay good. Okay, for a longer duration. It should work for like 1 day, 2 days, something like that. So you have forgotten to add that. At the time of presentation, everything looks good. After 6 hours, it will start rotting. After 10 hours, more rotting will happen. After 1 or 2 days, it will go completely bad. What it will happen? Smell will come on. Food will start smelling. So this word terminology, code smelling, also means that your code has started, it is right now, it is rotting. Okay. Might not be which stage he is not able to identify, but something is bad in your code. What will happen if you ignore this? If the smell you ignore this, after 4 hours, if you would have ignored the order or the smell, if you would have done that, what would have happened? This will go more bad. Similarly, if you ignore your code smelling, what will happen is slowly, it will keep on rotting, keep on rotting. That is, more and more bugs will come on, more and more difficulty will come in, issues will start piling up for you, and you will be in a very difficult position. Finally, what you will do? You will redesign your system. Redesigning a system is very difficult. It's completely not correct to redesign your code. What will happen? In redesigning your code, you need to take care of the old code also. Plus, you need to make it in such a way that the new design system is completely robust. So, the word code smell has a very nice meaning. Always understand whatever word you see in your real life or in your industry, both are meaning same. So, in your what will happen? Whatever solution you have designed, slowly, problems will keep on coming if you have not followed a decent guidance for that. So in the initial stage, I can say that it will start smelling. Okay. Initial state, you can hear some smell, some small smell, you can definitely always understand. And this will keep on coming, becoming bigger and bigger. Similarly, you keep a meat or something, it will keep on rotting for a if you keep it for a longer duration, just like that, without adding proper ingredients, it will give on rotting and giving you bad smell. Okay. So try to learn the way things is tend to mean. Okay. Now, you should always identify, guys, when your code is smelling. If your code is smelling, that means there are some problem in your code. What is the problem? Your code is very rigid. It is very difficult to change your code. Okay. It is very difficult to change your code. It is very fragile. It is very immobile. It is lot of repetitions. Okay. Lot of duplicates are there. It is not a robust code. Similarly. Okay. So now what will happen? So you need something called as solid principle. You need something called as solid principle. So what is this solid principle? Solid principle is nothing but it is made of two words. One is principle, another is solid. Solid is nothing but actually it should have been written as it is nothing but an acronym. It is an abbreviation. Okay, it is an abbreviation. S means single responsibility. O means open closed principle. L means Liskov substitution principle. I means interface segregation principle. And D means dependency inversion principle. Guys, we have given this terminology as solid. Okay, who has given this and all these things we'll tell you. But this is the terminology that is being used in our day-to-day life, wherever you hear it. These are the 5 principles that you need to follow so that your code is good and robust enough for any design to tackle. Okay. Initially, I will again tell you, it will look difficult for you. But if you do this, if you keep it in your habit, it is very difficult to forget this. Any code in this entire world, if you see, you will immediately find out what issue it has. Okay. Now, again, I'll give you a very simple example why this solid principle was again come into picture. Imagine I am developing a home. I have a plot and I have started building a home. I didn't I didn't go to any architecture. I didn't follow any guidelines. Whatever I felt, I designed the house. Whatever I felt, I designed the house. I designed this big room. Okay, one side of hall, one room. Which room I attached some washroom. This room is there. Something I have built up. Okay. Initially, I didn't had car, so I didn't build any parking. All those things I have done. Now, after 4 or 5 years, when your family has gone bigger, now you are facing some issues. Issue is your lifestyle has raised. So now you want a proper car parking available for you. You want to extend a bedroom. Okay. You want to make some kitchen modularize. You want to incorporate new technologies, new things that have come into picture. But the problem has happened, guys, that you have already designed a poor housing structure. You don't have an option now to put a car parking. If you want to do a car parking, you need to destroy, you need to demolish some of the area. If you want to extend your bedroom, you need to again demolish it. Suppose in your hall, you want to put a TV here. There is no parking, plug-in charging available. So what will happen? You cannot put anything here right now. Again, you need to break all these things, put a proper wiring, give it here, able to change, tell you simple way that if you have done a poor architecture designing or you have not followed any guidelines, what will happen is you are not able to make any changes. You are not able to do any extension. You are not able to adapt any new thing. But, but that is where this principle is going to help you. This solid principle is gonna make your application robust enough that it can be extendable, it can be reusable, it can be what to say, bug free. It will be what to say is kind of you can say is not tightly coupled. It will be very loosely coupled. So all those benefits is gonna come to you via this particular principle. Hope you guys have got some decent idea about what it is. Okay. Yes, somebody has written that sonar cube. You have seen that words. Yes. Okay. So always understand this particular workshop is not for people who just want to code. This workshop is people who want to code it in a proper way. Okay. Even if you don't use solid principle, nobody is going to fire you. You might get fired. That is a different thing. But you will not be anytime reaching to a level which you want to reach. Okay. You will never see. I'll tell you very frankly, I will tell you. People learn solid principles, system design to crack interviews. You have 70 to 80% of you have came here to understand solid principle because it is being asked in interview. Guys, this is not an interview question. This is not only just an interview question. Please understand this particular topic, solid principles or system designs, is meant for your betterment. If you understand this, if you incorporate in your day-to-day coding, what we are going to discuss is your code will automatically become to a, it will taken to a next level. If I see any organization, if you go to Amazon, you go to Google, you go to Microsoft, you will be able to code in a standard that people will understand. By mistake, if you clear interview also, guys, if you go to these companies in your first or second code reviewer, there is a code reviewer, guys. Okay, your code is going to be get reviewed. So any code reviewer will identify what your knowledge is based on how you code. They don't care what are you able to finish the solution. They want it to be having it in the best possible way. Why do you think they ask you solid principles? Why do you think they ask you system design? Why do you think they ask you DSA? We have used all these words in a very heavy manner. system design. What is system design? Since system design has come, tell me, what is system design? Anybody who want to chat it up? Tell me up. What do you think system design is? What do you think system design is? Is it an interview question only? No. People have identified that if this kind of problem come, this is the best possible solution. So if you face that, okay, I have to design this kind of solution, or this kind of problem is coming to me, the solution is this, a standard solution. So people have done it based on experience that, okay, if the problem is A, the solution is X. If the problem is B, the solution is Y. This X and Y is nothing but your system design. Okay. What is DSA? Again, you guys have made it DSA as something which is like what out of the world things have come out. DSA was meant to help you guys to solve complex problems in an easy way. System design is to solve complex problems in easy way. But we have made DSA and system design itself as difficult. Okay. So don't think of these things as an interview perspective. Think of it as a learning perspective. If you incorporate that, definitely if you learn this, you will incorporate it. You will not be able to forget it again and again, I'll tell you. If you incorporate it, automatically your code will become good. Automatically you'll be able to clarify interviews. Focus on the knowledge, not the end result. Okay. Now coming to solid principle. So solid principle, first of all, was discovered by the famous guy, one of the famous guy. I'll share that book with you. Okay. C. Martin. He's also called as, very famous name for him. He's called as Uncle Bob. Okay. He developed it around 2004. Imagine. Okay. Just imagine in 2004, he coined this term. What is solid principles? Okay. So these solid principles are nothing but collection of 5 design guidelines. These are nothing but 5 design guidelines. So means what I can say? Single responsibility principle. Okay. O means what I can tell? I cannot tell anything. It has been already told by our Bob uncle. Okay. No. And it's not that he has given all those 5 terminology. Okay. There were other people also involved. Okay. There was Barbara Liskov. So L is nothing but what it is. Liskov substitution. Okay. Principle you can understand. I'll not word the word principle. This is interface segregation. Okay. Then what is D? D is nothing but dependency inversion. Okay. So solid principle is made up of these 5 terminologies. What are these 5 terminologies? These are nothing but 5 design guidelines that was given by our Uncle Bob, which is C. Martin, which he has given in his very famous book, which I'll share with you. Okay. Now, L was given by, okay, something software engineers. He was also working as a professor, and it was Barbara Liskov. Okay. So, and open cross principle was given by a guy named as Burton Mayer. You don't need to know it, but since it is good to understand what it's what. So these are some of the guidelines that you should follow for your any solution that you are designing, any coding that you are designing. You should be able to incorporate these principles. If you incorporate it, you will be able to solve all these issues. Okay. Now, what are these principles about? First of all, I will give you a nice terminology. First of all, you will not understand anything. Single responsibility principle. Simple definition is the class should have only and only one reason to change. Okay. That is, for a single class or for any class, you should give him one responsibility at a time. Okay. Second is open close principle. Simple way. Again, one single line. Open for extension, but closed for modification. Okay. Open at same time, closed at same time. How is it possible? Yes, it is possible because it should be open for extension, but closed for modification. Third one is Liskov substitution principle. What does this mean? That if you have a base class, you should be able to, simple word, use any of it or use be able to any of its subclass in place of the base class without breaking the program. Okay, you will not understand a single word. I will tell you. What is interface segregation principle? Client should not be forced or anybody should not be forced to use interfaces which they are not meaning to use it. What is dependency inversion principle? High level modules should not depend on low level modules. Trust me, guys, I don't think you would have understood. Anybody was understood by just like that, these words? Anybody who understood by telling my these words? Anybody who is good, smart enough, like who has learned everything? It will not be. So let us take a very nice, simple example. Think of solid as, I'll keep on seeing your comments, okay, whoever gives it. Okay. See, imagine, understand this example, this real life example. You will understand everything from me. Suppose I am designing I take a city. Okay, this is a city. This is a city. Okay, a proper, nice metro city, something it is. Okay, here I want to design a nice bus system. Bus system in the sense how the bus will be traveled across your city, able to help your people walking there. Okay, now simple thing, I want to design a bus system for my city. So what I have to do? Nothing coding here. Simple, understand it. So I need to have a bus and all. That is the basic requirement. You need to have infrastructure and all. Important thing to understand is in bus system, you will have a bus. Definitely. Bus system, bus will be there. So this will be driven by who? This will be driven by any driver. Okay. Any driver will drive the bus. Now imagine if I give the driver the task to drive the bus, to collect the tickets, to collect the money, do the maintenance of the bus, okay, to check the timetable of this bus. So what I'm giving to him? I am giving him multiple responsibilities. To a driver, I am asking him that hey, you need to take the tickets from this particular all the passengers. You need to do the maintenance. You need to see what route you have to travel. You need to plan all the other stuff that okay, morning 9 o'clock it will go, 11 o'clock it will go, all these things. So you are overloading him. You are giving him the entire task to do, which is not correct. He will not be able to focus on his main task and everything will get into a mess. Some people will go away without paying the ticket. Maintenance will be in a poor condition. He don't know what route system I have to take care of. So this is nothing but, can you tell me what is this? Which principle it goes to? Can you tell me which principle it will take up? Chat with me, be with me, continuous. Imagine today if you understand this, you will not be the same person. I'm waiting for your chat. Which principle it is? Which principle it is? Which principle it is? Very good. This is single responsibility principle. A lot of chats. Good. This is single responsibility principle. What you are doing is you are giving one person one responsibility. Hire driver, get him the driver job. Don't tell him to do 100 of activities. Don't tell him to collect the ticket. Don't tell him to go for maintenance. Don't tell him to schedule everything. No. You have hired a driver. You need to tell him that your job is to drive the bus. Hire people for ticket collecting. Hire people for maintenance. Okay. All these things should be done. Don't overload a single person. Similarly, in our real time, don't give a class multiple responsibility. Don't give a class to do multiple responsibility. Don't ask him to do login also. Don't ask him to do payment services also. Don't ask him to create account also. No. Every class should have a single responsibility to take care of. Okay. Now coming to second part. Okay. Now, it's not that this is the first city in the world. Already there will be routes available to travel. Different routes will be available. Now you want to extend these routes. Okay. You want to extend these routes so that other people, other areas which were not being benefited should also be benefited right now. So what you need to do? Do you need to demolish the old one and create everything new? Is it like that? You should have designed that it should be demolished everything and should be done? Not at all. This is not the correct way to go. You should have designed, or you should keep on designing way so that even if the city grows tomorrow, you should keep on adding new routes and don't touch the existing route. Please don't touch the existing route. You can have a new route every time. Okay, keep on adding new routes, keep on adding new people, keep on adding new areas to your bus system. But please don't demolish the old one and then try to do it. It will incur heavy cost and you don't know what the resultant will be. Similar way, my dear friend, the second principle is open closed principle. It should be open for extension. Your class or your function or your program should be open for extension, but closed for modification. You should not write a code in a way that you should if you should go every time and touch your main code. No, you should only be able to extend it and write something on top of it. Okay, you should never ever touch the main code. This will have a lot of issues which are going to see today. So this principle is what? This will tell to your second, which is your open close principle. Okay. Am I making sense to everybody, first of all? Am I making sense to everybody? Are you able to get what we are trying to discuss here, first of all? Are you able to get what we are discussing here? Be with me, then only I can be able to help you out. Okay. See, raise hand, I will give you the option. Don't worry. Okay, I'll give you the option. Fine. We will go to the third principle. We will see everything with program also. I'll write program in front of you. Don't worry. First, understand the concept. Third is Liskov substitution. How this will do? How will do it with bus system? Simple. Suppose, suppose tomorrow electric bus will come. Electric bus will come into picture. So your electric bus comes in such a way that even the old driver should be able to drive the electric bus. It should not be in a way that the old drivers are totally incompetent. You should not design something which is totally out of the box. You should always derive it from your old traditional bus. That major functionality should not be touched from here. This is your third principle. This is nothing but your Liskov substitution principle. Okay. If a new vehicle require change, okay, if a new vehicle you have taken care of or you have created something, the old driver should not go unnecessary unused. Okay, you should design in a way which should follow the principle of the parent bus. Okay, even you have designed an electric bus, the driving should be same. The driver should not go incompetent. Simple. Okay. Fourth one is interface segregation principle. Here, simple word is again here. In your bus system, don't give them options which they don't need. Okay? Don't give them options which they don't need. If you give the bus driver an option to control the air condition or to do a fare calculation or to give him unnecessary controls in his panels, which is not going to use, it will create a big confusion for him. That is your fourth or the principle for us, interface segregation principle. That in a simple way, don't create unnecessary interfaces or don't create unnecessary classes which people are forced to use or people are confused to see what this is going to do for me, how it is going to help me out. Last one, dependency inversion principle. You should depend on bus station, not on bus. Simple brand, simple I will tell it. Your bus should be, suppose you have an electric bus you have taken up, it should be able to charge in any of the bus station. It doesn't matter that he will go only to Chennai bus stop and he will be charged. It should be good enough that it should be able to charge into any place, any bus stop where he is entering. It should take care of that. Okay, cool. So this is what your five principle is. Single responsibility principle, open close principle, risk of interface, dependency closure. Now we will see guys one by one and we will see it with a proper program. Oh. So first of all, I'm seeing in the solid word, I am picking the first, that is S. So S means single responsibility principle. Okay, single responsibility principle. Just now I have talked about it. Okay, a class should have only and only one reason to change. It should have only one responsible to take care of. Okay, imagine the most famous example given by your Robert C. Martin. Okay, what he told is there is something called as, okay, suppose there is a chef. Okay, there's a chef in a restaurant. Okay, what is the job of a chef? The job of a chef is to cook the food. What happens if you ask your chef to start serving the food, to taking the order, to maintain the cash counter, to do the admin related work? He will not be able to focus on his main job. And what was his main job? His main job was to cook food. That main job itself is gonna go away. All the other works is also gonna suffer. So single responsibility principle is a single class, single program, single function, anywhere it will be, it should be able to do a single job for it. In other words, people say that it should have only one reason to change. If you want to change something, there should be only one reason, not multiple reasons. We will see it now in couple of times. Have you guys seen Swiss knife? This is the example given by your Robert C. Martin. Have you seen this particular Swiss knife? Let me show you Swiss knife. Okay. If you see a Swiss knife, what the Swiss knife will do is it will do multiple works. Can you see? It has cutter, blade, or multiple things, screwdriver, everything it has. But the problem is you will never know what job, which particular knife is going to do which job. Okay. If you want to do a cutting job, you don't know which will do the cutting job for me. Rather that, isn't it not simple that you have a separate knife for cutting things, which you can go and pick it up and use your task? So just for doing multiple responsibility has been given here to this particular Swiss knife. So you should not give multiple responsibility to any class, any function, any component. Okay. Now, important thing to here understand is your next part, which is your cohesion. All these words will come into your interviews. All these words will be picked up for you. Guys, what do we mean by cohesion? If you have learned in your 10th class, 11th class science, cohesion means ability to stick together. What happens? You have run not this solid, liquid, or gas, if you remember that. The particles are very close to each other. So very cohesive. Okay. They stick together. So that is why solid is hard, liquid is little, all these things you would have learned it. Okay. So cohesion means sticking together. Okay. Stay together. When they stay together, they work together and they work well. Okay. When they work together, they work well. In our industry, we call it degree to which the various parts of a components are related. Okay. The various part which a component are related. So sticking together, working well, unitedly we are working together, working smoothly. All these things are important cohesion. Okay. So here you have something called as two words, low cohesion. Okay. High cohesion. What do I mean by low cohesion and high cohesion? High cohesion means whatever elements are available, they are able to mingled together. They all make a single sense to you. Unitedly, they are working together properly. Low cohesion means unitedly, they are even though you unite them, they are different category. I'll take a very nice, simple, real life example. Everybody should have seen a toaster. Have you guys seen a toaster? What is the purpose of a toaster? The purpose of a toaster is to toast a bread. Okay. So in this, in toaster, what do you have? You have some coils, you have some timers, you have some switch on or off button. All those things are available. Okay. You are able to do your work. Suppose tomorrow somebody designs a toaster, and apart from toaster, he gives an option of suppose what to say is okay. He gives an option of getting a juice out of it. Okay. Toaster plus juicer, he will give you at once. Now, what is the problem? The job is the task, both the tasks are totally unrelated to each other. Is there any link between toasting something and getting out a juice? Are they any by any means do you feel that they are related together? Do you think that they're related together? What will the problem come? Suppose tomorrow a mechanic is coming to repair the toaster. But now what has happened? Toaster plus juicer has been combined together. So he has multiple components to look after and he's not able to understand where to fix it. He don't know where the fix will be. Similarly, if you design a code with low cohesion, that is, if you design a class, inside that you have methods which are not related to each other, you will not understand tomorrow which function is creating or which method is giving me issues or bugs for me. And you will totally go out of picture. You will go out of solution. Or even if you find solution, it will be taking heavy time for you. Okay. Now, let me give you a very nice example for this. Give some time. That's what I told. Have patience for half an hour. Everything you will understand. Now, let me show you. Okay. Now, let me show you with a simple example, first of all. Then I will give you a little more theoretical concept on high cohesion, low cohesion. Suppose I will I will design a class. Mm, Let me design a class. Okay. Let me design a class suppose as okay, rectangle class. I would say. Okay. Now in this class, what I have done is I have given suppose length is equal to 2. I have given int breadth is equal to 3. Okay. And I have given something as int screen size. Okay. Let me give it something like this. Okay. Now I will write two method guys. One is method is suppose public int I will write as calculate area. I have written public int calculate area and I am going to write return length into breadth. Okay. Return length into breadth. Okay. I have written this. I will write another program which is public int and I will write calculate perimeter. Okay. Now here I will do is return formula is there 2 into length plus breadth. You don't need to know it. 2 into I will take it length and plus I will take it breadth. Okay. So this will give me perimeter. Now I will write third class. That is third method. That is suppose public void something as draw. Okay. Now here what I am doing is I am using a particular thing as if screen size something I will write it out. Okay. If I will write it out, if screen size is greater than 40. something I have given, and I have given, and I have suppose given as, okay, suppose I have given as, you can paint it. If the screen size is this much, you can paint on that. Else, no, no paint. Something. Okay. Then I will write one more method. Public void rotate. Okay. So how much you can rotate? You can rotate by some degree. How much you can rotate this particular rectangle? So here I will give it as, suppose, or let me use it as directly. Okay, rotate. Now tell me guys, how is the cohesion of this particular class? Is it a high cohesion or it is a low cohesion? Tell me now. Is it high cohesion or it is low cohesion? I will repeat everything. Don't worry. Have patience for some time. You'll get to know everything. High cohesion means, first understand what high cohesion means. High cohesion means all the methods are closely related to each other. Tell me guys, are these methods closely related to each other? What is the job of this method? This method is for measurement. What measurement? Area measurement. What is the method? What is the use of this method? This method uses again for measurement. It is for perimeter. Now come to third one. Is it giving any measurement for you? Is it giving any measurement for you? Is it going to give any measurement for you, guys? No, right? It is not going to give any measurement for you. Okay. This is what? This is just to draw. How you will draw it? If you want to draw a rectangle, how you will draw it? If the screen size is more than 40, then only I can draw it, else I cannot draw it. Rotate. How can you rotate your rectangle? Give the degree. If you want to give it like 30-degree, it will become like this. It will become like this. It will become like this. Do you think, guys, this is related anyway to this? Or this is anyway related to this? No. So what this program tells you? This program tells you that this is nothing but an example, a classic example of low cohesion, that your methods are totally unrelated to each other. These methods, what they are doing, they are trying to do some measurement, calculate area, calculate perimeter. So it is related to measurement of a rectangle. This what they are doing, this is related to your UI, how your UI should look like. If you're painting on a screen, how you can paint. Or if you want to rotate it, you can rotate it. So what would be the correct thing to do is, correct thing to do is, don't keep this in a particular class. Go ahead, create a new class, give it a name, suppose, give it a name as rectangle UI. Now tell me, okay? Leave this variable. Okay, we'll declare this variable. Doesn't matter. Okay. Now, can you tell me now, is this class properly organized? Is this class properly organized? Can you see now? Can you see now? Both the classes I have given you in front of you. Okay. Both the classes I have given in front of you. What is the purpose of this class is now? To do measurement. To do measurement. And what it is doing? It is using two methods to calculate the measurement. What is the job of this particular class? This particular class job is for the UI perspective, how your rectangle should look in UI. Okay, how your rectangle should be available or looking like in UI. Okay, if you want to rotate it in UI, your UI will look like this. So these two methods are closely related. Now, if you follow cohesion, are you not following indirectly single responsibility principle? Am I not giving this particular class only one responsibility? What is that responsibility? The responsibility, my dear friend, is to what? Is to calculate. What? Is to calculate or is to do mathematical operation or simple way measurement. So, can you tell me how many reason do we have to change this class? Only one reason. If any measurement or any formula is changing, only then you gonna change it out. Now, here it is. That is why it is both of them are clearly segregated. Okay. Now we will understand a little bit of theoretical also. Okay. What is low cohesion and all those means? I have given you a lunch box. You have taken a tiffin, you are going to office. I have given you a lunch box. This lunch box has three sections. One is rice, one is vegetables, one is chapati. Can you tell me whether this is an example of high cohesion or low cohesion? I will give you another one also. This is, you have rice in one section. Okay. You have your charger in one section, mobile charger. And third one, you have suppose any tool. Okay. Take any, your toothbrush in this particular. So lunch box A and lunch box B. Which of these lunch box do you ideally think that it is a high cohesion and which is low cohesion? Wait for 5 minutes. That is what I told. Okay. That is wait for 2 minutes. Wait for that. That is not DSA. Okay. That is not DSA, guys. First of all, DSA is to solve problem. Okay. Now tell me, which one do you think? Which one do you think is? Which one do you think is? Which one do you think? Rice, chapati, and something dal and all. Here you have rice, toothbrush, and some tool. Definitely, these two are close. These three are closely related to each other. These three are properly and closely related to each other. They don't have any kind of problem. They complement each other. Their job is same. Their job is nearly same. That people will eat it. Okay. Here, can you eat toothbrush? Can you eat screwdriver? Not at all. Okay. So that is what high cohesion and low cohesion means. Okay. High cohesion means in any class, you should be having methods which are related. Don't keep unrelated methods in that same class. This will give unnecessary complication to your program, and the problem will happen is you will be modifying the classes unlimited times. So you will be violating the principle of single responsibility principle. Okay. Now tell me, are we clear here, first of all? Okay. Are we clear here, first of all? Many of them have given good answer. Task can be multiple, but responsibility is same or not? For rectangle, for rectangle, are they not calculating his measurements? Are they not doing any kind of measurements? The responsibility doesn't mean that it will not do multiple things. Yes, it will do multiple things. Okay. Suppose tomorrow, if you want to calculate diagonal, you will use length and breadth. Will you use screen size? If you want to calculate the diagonal of a rectangle, you again need length and breadth. What is the length and breadth? If you know this, L square plus B square. So again, is it not you are giving the task to this particular class for measurement? You are not giving them any third options available. Okay. Okay. We will do two, three examples. Okay. Don't worry on that. Okay. Last example, you have to tell me what it is. Fine. So cohesion always means that the degree of, okay, so degree with the various part of a software components are related. Now understand, if you know this particular principle, if in your team anybody designs something bad, can't you point it out in a code review? Tomorrow, if you go as an architect, can't you tell him that, hey, this is not the correct solution. You should not keep this in this particular class. Please form a separate class because the methods are not related. It is not doing the end task which is it was meant to do. Okay, now fine. Now there is important concept here is coupling. Just now one of my friend was telling coupling. What is coupling? What is coupling? We all know what is coupling. Okay, we all know what is coupling. Okay, what is coupling? We all know. What is coupling? Loose coupling. Okay, tight coupling. We have already read this. Simple way. Okay, simple way. If I talk about loose coupling or tightly coupling is how much one module or class is dependent on each other. Okay, or in a simple term, I can say that how, okay, how the methods here are dependent also on each other. Okay, how the modules, how the classes, everything, how they are interdependent on each other in a simple term. Imagine it in a simple word. Suppose you have a charger. Okay, suppose you have a charger. Okay, suppose you have a charger. This charger is only meant for Samsung S14. You have another charger which is can be done for iPhone, which can be done for Samsung, which can be done for Vivo. So what can I say? Which is tightly coupled and which is loosely coupled? Which is tightly coupled and which is loosely coupled? This is definitely loosely coupled. It is flexible. It is flexible. Tomorrow you can extend it, you can extend it for any other mobile phone that it is getting used it. Okay. Imagine one more example. There is, there are, suppose two friends are there living in the same house. One person know how to drive, another person doesn't know how to drive. He only tells what route we have to take daily. So he directs him what route he has to take to go to the certain place. Fine. One day what happened is, this person got sick. Will he able to drive the cab on that particular day? He doesn't know the city routes. Okay. So what happened? These two are very tightly coupled to each other. If one of them is going away, another one is also totally inactive. Totally inactive. Now, this we will do with a very nice and a nice declarative way. Let me show you an example first. You tell me how many principles and what principles we are following here. Okay. See, suppose I will create a class. Okay. This example will give you the complete gist of what we have learned till now. And you will tell me what it is doing. Okay. So suppose I have, okay, let me keep a main class for this. Fine. Now, this is a class which I have created for employees. Okay. Which I have created for employees. Here, what I will do, I need employee name. I need employee name. Okay. I need employee name. Second thing, what I need? Second thing, suppose I need, uh, let me take ID. Okay. Third thing, let me take is salary. Okay. Let me take his salary. Okay. Now I will design this particular class. What I will do is first I will create a constructor. Okay. So here I will go ahead. I will just create, okay, generate a constructor and let me generate it. Okay. You don't need super and all right now. I hope everybody is aware of what a constructor is. Okay. These are the basic things that you should be aware of. This is not a regular class. It's a workshop. Regular class, I will teach you first what a constructor is. At least an introduction. Now, suppose, okay. Now I want to calculate tax for my employee. So what I will do, I will write a method. Public int, suppose I will give calculate tax. Okay. Now, if I will give it as, suppose I will give it as if salary. Tax I will calculate based on income only rate. So if salary is suppose 100 rupees, then okay, then please return. I can return how much? Okay, take salary by 10 something. . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 . 10 Okay. Now, else, okay, else return something zero. Okay, fine. This I have done. Now I will write one more class. What that class is? That class is to save this particular detail into a DB. Okay. So I will give you some DB connections and all those things, blah, blah, blah. But we don't bother all these things. What we will do is, okay, simple thing, I am saving the employees. We are not focusing on any technical coding right now, that we will do it, but we need to understand the principle. So saving database. So sys out, again I will put it. Let me copy paste. Let me copy paste. Let me copy paste. Okay, fine. So here I can tell that ID. So what is ID? ID. Simple, I have declared there. Then what you are saving next thing? Next thing you are saving name. What name you are saving? That you have given on the top. Third thing, what you want to take it up? Third thing is your salary. So this is your salary. Fine. Okay. Now, okay. Let me use a main method and let me create an object of it. So I will take employee app. So emp is equal to new employee app. Since it is a constructor, you have to pass all these things. Suppose I will give my name, Abhi, comma, suppose I will give his salary is 101, just to check it up, and something, ID and all I have given. Okay. Now what I will do, emp dot save d. Okay, I have got it. Fine. If I execute it, okay. So I'm getting it. That okay, his ID is this much and name and all. This I am saving it to the database. You can write a database connection here. You can write a database connection and you can give DDBC or Hibernate, whatever you are using. Doesn't matter. That is not our problem right now. Now tell me, whatever I have taught you, is this the correct way of coding or what is the problem that you feel here? First of all, what is the problem that you are feeling here? First of all, without OOPS concept, nothing is possible. Solid principle is nothing but your implementation of your OOPS concept only. That is what I told you, the first topic, that you should be basics in OOPS at least. Okay. Can you tell me what is the problem here now? Everybody, be with me. Can you tell me what is the problem here? What is the problem? What is the problem here? Whatever things you have learned here. I got a lot of answers previously. Fine. According to the principles which we have learned, what do you think is the problem here? I think Rahul, I have unmuted you. Are you able to speak up? Are you able to speak up? The principle which you have learned, the principle which you have learned till now, can you tell me? Can you tell me, based on the principle, what problem we are facing here? I think I have unmuted you guys. I have already unmuted you. Are you able to speak up? Are you able to speak up?
Yes, hello. Now, can you hear me now, sir?
Yes.
Actually, sir, yeah, your chat is disabled and
Disabled. No, no, people are able to chat me. You can chat me privately.
it is not showing chat here.
Can you see in the screen I'm showing people are chatting with me?
No, no, the screen is invisible. It's just dark screen is coming, but
Screen is
I'm
invisible.
unable to chat disable it is coming. Okay, sir. Good.
Tell me. First of all, fast, fast, fast. I'll give you like 30 seconds, 40 seconds. I have unmuted people, some of them. I've already unmuted you.
Yeah, hi Abhi. This
Yeah,
is Hemasunda here.
yeah, tell me.
Yeah, I just want to think. I'm thinking like calculate tax and database connection is like two different scenarios, and we are just trying to put it in a single class. So that's where the
Very good. Very good. Okay. See, all those principles which we have learned, that is single principle only right now. But whatever we have learned, everything you can implement here. First of all, see here. Very good. Okay. I have designed an employee app. What I am doing here in employee app, okay. My employee app is calculating tax, calculating the data, okay, of this employee, taking the data. And third thing, it is taking the DB. So how many things it is doing? It is doing multiple things. So definitely it is not following single responsibility principle, first of all. Clear? If you see here, the methods which is being used is, do you think this method is anywhere related to this method? And this method is anywhere related to this method? This is very important and very technical to understand. Very minute details here. Do you by any chance see that these are like interrelated to each other? Not at all. This is taking employee data. This is calculating his tax. This is saving to DB. Now, come to the best principle. Reason to change. How many reasons are you getting to change in this particular class? Tomorrow, if the tax structure changes, do you need to touch your main code or not? This is your main code, main class. If the government changes the tax structure, are you not going to touch the main class? If your DB is getting changed or you are moving to some other DB, are you not going to touch this particular class? If your structure of the employee changes, tomorrow you need to add something extra that I need his email address or I need his address verification, something. Again, you need to change this. How many reasons to change I gave you? I gave you 3 reasons to change. Always remember this thumb rule that in single responsibility principle, there should be only one reason to change your or to touch your particular code. Please, please, please remember you can never touch your main code ever again. Okay? You can modify it maximum time if the purpose of that is that same way. If I want, suppose tomorrow the employee, what to say, profile is changing. Tomorrow they want that, okay, I want to add address, I want to add email, I want to add anything. But you are changing employee profile. You don't need to worry about the tax and the DB. So the biggest problem available here, my dear friend, is that this is getting changed. This might also get changed at any point. So you have 3 reasons to change it. What should be the ideal scenario, guys? What should be the ideal scenario here? Ideal scenario here should be what? Go here, create a class. This class should only take your employee data, or I can take employee, finish it up. Okay. Here itself, what you can give, I can use that same thing, right? I can use this particular thing and or I can use from here to here. Control C. Let me take it up here. Let me put it here. Or simple way I can do is okay. Simple way I can do is let me pick it. Let me pick a separate class itself. Okay. So here I will take it as employee and I can give as where is my source? I can generate some getter and setter since it is a private class, private entities. So I can generate some getter and setter, and I can allow people to set or get the particular value. So what this class is doing, guys, it is just taking the detail of the employee and setting it up, keeping it with you. So it is the job of this class is to collect the data of employee. The job of this class is to collect the data of employee. What it is, I will write it in a bigger way. To collect data of employee. That is the job of this particular class. Now come to the next class. If I want to calculate the tax, what I should do? If I want to calculate the tax, what I should do? Go create a new class. Give it a name, suppose tax calculator. Okay. Give it. Fine. What I can do here? I can just come here, write a particular program, or I can copy that same program. Why to write it up? Let me take it. Where is tax calculator? Okay, fine. Let me give here. Okay. So here what I will do is, here I will take employee. Have I given the correct spelling? ELY. Okay. EMP. And here you can give that EMP dot salary. So are you able to get the salary? Yes, you are able to get the salary. And here itself I can give as EMP dot get salary and return 0. Let me give it 5. Okay, guys, you should be aware of getter setter. Again, I will tell this is not the class. I'm going to teach you basic Java and all. Okay, and this is not corresponding only to Java and all. It is corresponding to any of the programming language, OOPS concept language. Okay, I will create one more class. What that class is going to do for me? That class is going to do for me is employee repo. Okay, employee repo. In this particular class, what I will do? I will go here. Where was that? Here. I will go here. No, employee app. Let us go here. Copy this. Segregate it. Give it. And what method I have given? Employee repo. Okay. Come here. Give it. Okay. Now here what I can do is I can pass it employee EMP, same thing. And I can give here EMP dot get name, EMP dot get salary. Okay. And here I can give as EMP dot get ID. Okay. Fine. We are getting all these things available here. Okay. Now tell me, guys, what this employee app is doing. Leave this employee app. What this particular class is doing, employee class, it is only collecting data for you. Which data? Employees data. What all data? Name, int, and salary. Apart from that, there is any reason to change this particular class? Only if your company changes the employee structure or how to calculate or how to get the employee profile, then only you will change it. If you want to change anything, what you will do is just give you something new, private int email. Okay, generate one getter and setter. Are you going to touch in multiple places for this? Understand this, guys. Are you going to touch multiple places for this? Are you going to touch multiple places? Not at all. You are not going to touch any multiple places for this. For employee related data, if you want to change anything, this is the class for you. So I have given it a single reason for change. What are the methods doing here? These methods are just getting and setting the value or the data of the employee. So they are very closely interrelated to each other. Why? Because these guys or these methods have nothing other than job to calculate or to get the data of employee. Second thing, tax calculator. Tomorrow, guys, if the government changes the tax structure, what I need to do? I need to just come here and change it here. Do I need to change your core class or do I need to change in multiple places? No. So the job of this particular class is what? Calculating the tax. Now come to third part. Tomorrow, if you have If you are changing to Hibernate, changing to MySQL, changing to Oracle, ABCD, Abhijit data, whatever you want to keep it, are you gonna do anything apart from this particular place? No. So are we not following SRP? That is, every class has a single responsibility and every class has only one reason to change. What is the reason? If your database is changing. What is the reason? If the tax calculation method is changing. What is the reason? Only if your employer company is changing the employee profile. Now, if I call this, I can create a main method so that you guys can feel that, okay, program is running. Let me create a new class. This class I can keep as let it main class. Let me create a main method. So here I am doing is what I am doing. Employee EMP is equal to new employee something. I'm getting the object of that, passing the constructor value. Abhi, suppose I will give same, suppose 101 and 150. Okay. Now, what I need to do next? What I need to do next? Simple. I can create employee. I can give employee. I have given repo. Give repo is equal to create an edge object here. New, I can give here employee repo. Okay. And then come here. Okay. Let me come to this particular place. Now come here. I can give repo dot. I have a save db method. Here, what you're going to pass? You're going to pass this particular object. Okay. Let me save it. Run as. Save it up. I don't have any problem. Are we getting the same thing or not? What we have done? We have done the segregation. We have followed what it is trying to tell. A responsibility to a single class should have same. It should be, you should give only one responsibility to any single class. Now tell me guys, how are we gonna do it? Yes, many guys have given me good answers. Many guys have given me very good answers. Perfect. Perfect. Somebody has raised hand also. I have unmuted you. If you want to speak, you can speak up.
Yeah, hi Abhijit.
Yeah.
So here we are dividing the classes based on the functionalities and we are creating the new classes.
Don't call it functionalities. Call it responsibility. Simple
Yeah,
word.
responsibility. Yeah. But the thing is that acceptable to create multiple classes?
That is what. Good question. See, is it good to read 500 lines of code or is it good to read 4 lines of code?
Okay, if that is the case, the thing is you are creating the object here multiple times, like for each and every classes. Don't you think this gonna consume like for each and every object, it will gonna consume a good memory,
Every place
which
you have
is
to create
acceptable
object on
here.
it, right? Every place you have to create object. This also we can rectify it down. Okay, this also we can rectify it down. It doesn't matter. It's just for your
Mhm.
testing purpose. This also we can pick it up. We can create a single object and we can use everything still. That also option is available. Okay. But
Okay.
the main understanding of this purpose is not to understand how Java works or how OOPS concept works. Where to implement this OOPS concept and how to implement correctly. That is the only job of solid principles. Always remember. Solid principle is not going to teach you anything that, okay, this has to be done in this way or this has to be done in this way. No, it's only going to tell you how to use this particular methodology, how you use object oriented correctly in your programs. Okay.
So, like creating multiple classes and multiple objects is acceptable.
Creating multi-color classes is not at all a problem until you are creating relevant classes.
Uh-huh.
Okay. See, if I give somebody a newcomer this particular class, or if I give him this particular class, which is beneficial for him to read it?
Yeah, definitely the segregated one.
There is a segregated one, right? Why? Because he will be easy to understand. Okay, this class is what doing? It is creating the DB. A new person doesn't even, he will not be able to identify which object to call so that I can save the DB. Which area I should make the code changes. See, always understand the problem of a person who is joining, even if it's a 10-year experienced person. Your code base should be robust enough so that it should allow anybody to come inside. By doing this particular code, tomorrow if you ask him, hey, Abhijit, you have joined yesterday also, no problem, I have given you the KT and all. Can you go ahead and move it like to SQL DB? Will he have any problem to moving it to SQL DB?
No,
Or
he can create
identifying
his
which
new
class to
class
make
and
changes?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Straightforward interviewer will ask you this. Now even service-based companies have started asking these questions. Okay, they will give you a program in front of you. They will ask you directly, tell me whether do you know cohesion or not. They'll ask you this term. Do you know this is high cohesion, this is low cohesion? They will give you a program. They will ask you high cohesion, low cohesion. They will give you whether this is a single responsibility principle or not. If you don't know what itself it is, how will you going to answer it? First of all, okay, fine, okay, cool. Now we'll come to the second principle. What is the second principle is? Second principle is very simple one. Second principle is Rahul is trying to speak. Rahul, are you able to speak up? He's trying to speak up something. First principle, we are done. Okay. First principle, we are done. The project which I have created for you, this will contain combinedly all the principles. Okay. I have written using front end, back end, it doesn't matter. These principles will apply to everywhere. Simple thing. I have created a component, doctor.js, simple remember. Here, I am doing this component is working only for doctors. Can I include patient here? Can I include patient here? Real life, I'm telling. Doctor history. I've created a separate component. If I want to modify, I only not need to touch this. So it is not only that I'm only talking about Java. This principle is applicable everywhere. Wherever class, function, component, these terms will be used everywhere. A single component should focus on a single direction. Have a single responsibility. Home, login, footer, consultation. Similarly, I have written, this is my code. Nobody else, this is not a GitHub and anybody will copy it. This is my own code. Okay. So everything I have kept it separately. Why? We'll do modification on that. But yeah, at the end to apply all these principles. Okay. Anybody wants to speak up after this? First principle we have completed. Okay. Tell me,
Hi,
Tapas.
hi Abhijit. Hi Abhijit.
Yeah.
One question.
Tell
After
me
all discussion of the solid principle, can we get all notes?
everything. These are questions you ask in the last. Please ask all these questions in last. If you have any
Yeah.
doubt in my teaching, you tell me here at that point.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine. Fine.
Okay. People who have doubt in my teaching here now, whatever I have taught, how to understand this, these things you can ask me immediately. At the end, I will talk to you regarding all the notes and everything. You don't need to worry about the notes and all.
Yeah, thank you.
I will supply you the book itself, the original book from where I am teaching actually. I have modified that, my own content, but yeah. Anybody who has doubt in understanding the principle, because these are little tricky concept. Okay. Tapas, I think I have already talked to you.
Yeah. 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 Yes. Yes. Yes.
Tejas is there. Okay.
Hello, sir. So
Yeah.
I have a doubt. So
Yeah.
assume we have to create a customer API, and in that customer API there is a service class, okay? And
Yeah.
that service class contains create, update, retrieve, and delete method, basically CRUD operations, right?
Yeah.
So for each method we have to create a different class, or we
You are
can
just
use that
working on the
inside.
DB, right? You are working on the
Yes,
DB.
yes.
So the whole perspective of that class is what?
Okay, to save
To give the
to get the data
to,
from
to,
the DB, or
to get the data from the DB or to everything to work with DB. You're working on a
yes,
single
everything
direction.
to work.
So you don't need to,
Everything to work on DB.
yeah. So you don't need to do anything, right? You are in the correct direction.
Okay,
Tomorrow, if
okay,
that DB is going to SQL, MySQL, Hibernate, whatever is going, you are going to change only that place, right? Will you touch
okay.
your main code? No, right?
No. Right. Understood, sir. Thank you.
Fine. Srishay is asking for multiple times. Okay. The
Yeah.
last one, the last out. Yeah.
Yeah, if that is a case, like he just gave that API example, if that is a case, like the perspective is whole DB concept, right?
Yeah.
And here also, you are dealing with the employee example. You are calculating the employee tax and saving the employee details into DB. So these are also related, right, Abhijit?
No, it is not at all related. That is what I told you. Ask yourself a question first of all. If I have created this particular class, okay, how many
Mhm.
reasons do we have to change this particular class? What are different reasons? If the company is changing the employee profile tomorrow, employee structure, that no, these data of employees are mandatory, then you need to touch this class. One reason. Another reason can be what? If you are moving to another DB, second reason, are you not violating SRP?
So this can also apply to that person, like just now he asked the API question, right? For that
What you
example
will
also
change
it
there? Tell me,
applies.
tell me multiple reasons where you want to change it. Give me multiple reasons where you will change it.
I'm saying like this cannot be changed because I believe it is interrelated and like low cohesion it is maintaining.
No, I didn't got your question correctly.
Like if I believe this employee example is completely like interrelated, related only.
That is what I'm telling. If this class you are talking about, how many reasons are there to change this particular class?
I
Just tell
believe
me that.
there are no reasons.
No, there are multiple reasons. Tomorrow, if the company will change, is that software permanent? Tomorrow in payment
Uh,
gateway, where are you having phone API, phone pay, UPI,
yeah, this is
internet
a
gateway?
case. Like if it is growing or a dynamic in nature, then
Every software has to go.
it's yeah, okay,
The,
okay.
the famous word is the biggest constant is change. You know this, right? Everybody, whatever the biggest constant in this world is, it is going to change. Everything
Yeah.
will change. Okay. So this will, you have to think, that is what solid principle doesn't tell you. See, lower term, you will feel a benefit. Oh, I need to write only one class and I will write everything here. Very good. Imagine if newer people comes in, imagine if tomorrow you need to change something, you are touching your main class, right?
Hmm.
You're touching your, even a dot or somewhere you have done it, you're going to create a problem for that other modules.
Yeah, yeah,
Too much tight coupling you are doing here. Rather than make it loose. Okay,
yeah.
fine. Now we'll go to open close principle. These are very important techniques. Okay, these are very technical and very important techniques to understand. Really, you will find people implementing it now. People implementing it, but those companies are different. Okay, simple thing. Okay, so now open close principle. The definition is open for extension. Okay, open for extension. My spelling is wrong, correct? Okay, and closed for modification. Okay, simple principle given for this is open close principle is open for extension, close for modification. Okay, so that means that you should be able to add new behavior without changing the existing code. Can you see how we are correlating with the single responsibility principle now? Can you see how we are relating one by one? It will come, everything will fall back to you. Okay, you need to give it time proper. This is not like a plus b is equal to c. Very important. Okay, so open for extension and close for modification. You should be able to write your code in such a way that using this particular class, I can extend it. Okay, I can make it big. I can scale my application. I should not keep on going and changing the code again and again, again and again, again and again. Okay, simple example I can take for you from real life is you have your own computer or your own CPU, whatever you are using. In that, you have a USB point where you are plugging in your USB. Okay. Do you need to go and every time, suppose now you are doing a pen drive, then you are going and doing for hard drive, then you are going and plugging in some other kind of device. So do you need to open the CPU every time, modify it, and then able to change it? Allow anything else to add it? Have you ever done that? No. You don't need to do that. You don't need to go and change the base code of this. What is the base code? You don't need to open the CPU and then go ahead and add, okay, uh, I will add hard drive or I will add some cables, something like that, whatever you feel of. Okay. So it is closed for modification. You will not close it, but open for extension. Tomorrow, if you are going to plug in some new device, what you need to do? Just install the driver on your system and it will, this USB will start supporting. So this USB port was open for extension, but closed for modification. Have I made myself clear to everybody? Talk to me because I like people talking to me. Okay? Like, just give me whether you are able to understand it or not. That's it. Put yes or no in the chat. At the end, we'll speak more. Fine. Now, we will take a simple example. We will take a simple example and we will see it. Suppose I am creating a new class. This class is snack app. Okay. And let me keep it some main. Okay. Let me keep it a main. Okay. Now, this one, suppose, let me create, how to say, let me create a, okay, let me create a constructor itself. Okay, fine. Let me have it. Public. Okay. Let me have snack app and let me pass a parameter snack type. Okay, fine. Now I will give here as if snack type dot equals. I can use equals, right? Okay, let us use equals only. Okay. If equals, suppose I will give it as chips. Happening. My thumb has a cut here, so I am. Why it is adding plus plus for me? Have I given too much? All right. Okay. Okay. So let me give as, okay. Let me as dispensing chips. Okay. Oh, I gave this a, sorry, my bad. No, I gave correct one, right? I didn't close it. Okay. And this is closing here. Okay. Fine. Let me write fresh. Public. Suppose snack app. Okay. Here I will give it as string snack type. Okay. Fine. Now I will give one if block saying that if snack type dot equals, let me give it a name as, okay, chips. Okay. Okay, good. Now let me give, fine. What I'm doing here is I'm creating a program app, okay, kind of a vending machine, I could call it, which you give the option, it will give it to you. Like you have in airport and all. If you give for chips, chips will come. If you give for this will come. XYZ, that will come. Okay. Now let me just decide it fast. Else if, okay, snack type dot equals, suppose soda. Okay. So let me just copy paste this. Okay. Dispensing soda. Okay. These two are fine. Finally, I can give as else not applicable subject. Okay, fine. Here what I will do, I will take this snack app, okay, give it something as SN and give it a new snack app and let me give it as chips. Okay, fine. Can I run this program? Let me run it. Okay, so I have given chips, it is giving chips. If I'll give a parameter anything, doesn't matter. Guys, now this is kind of a vending machine. Tomorrow, if I want to add something like cookies, how can I do it? What is the way to do it? The only way to do is to touch your main code. Okay. The only way to do it is using a main code. So here what you will do, you will add another else if and you will put it up. See what you will do. You will just, I can copy paste from here and do it here. Okay. Here you will tell yes, cookies and please dispensing cookies. Okay. Here you will give cookie something or whatever you are calling it. Now, if you run it, you will get dispensing cookies. Okay. But what you are doing, you are touching the main code here. You are touching the main code here. Whenever you touch the main code, it is not correct. Okay. It is not correct because this can lead to different bugs you will initiate. You don't know what areas you are going to break up into. Feel the pain of QEs or quality engineers or the people who's going to review your code. So how ideally I can define this particular task? How I should have done this? I can do it by going into, suppose I will create, let me have it. I will create, first of all, create a new interface. Okay. This interface name, I can give it as snack. Okay. In this particular snack, I will create a method, suppose void dispense. Let me give it void dispense. Okay. I have created a method like void dispense. Now what I will do, I will create a new class that is your chips class. Okay. That is your, suppose I've created chips. Okay. Let me create a chips class. I have created a chips class. In this particular class, what I will do, I will implement, okay, I will implement, suppose snack. Okay, it will give you an error that add in unimplemented methods. I will do it. And here I can give out sys out. Okay, here I can give sys out and I can tell that, okay, dispense chips. Okay, now what I can do is, now what I can do, now I can go ahead and create a class that is, suppose, a nice cute little class that is your vending. Suppose I will create a class vending machine. Okay, let me create a class vending machine. Okay, in that particular vending machine class, what I will do, I will create a method that is public void, and I can give as dispense snack. And in this particular dispense snack, I can put it as snack. Okay, cool. Now here I can tell that snack dot. Okay, I'm getting the method. So snack dot dispense. Fine. Now I'll create a new class, the final class, where I want to implement everything. So I will give it the name as vending main. Let me have a main class in this. Come here, vending machine. Suppose vending machine, I will take it. And I will give it new. I think I've given vending machine only, right? I hope so. That was my spelling, which I wanted to give. Okay. Now I have given here new vending machine. Come here. Now what I will do is I will create, suppose snack chips is equal to new chips and have it. And let me close it up. Sorry. Let me close it up, and I can put it as vn dot dispense snack. What snack? Chip snack. Okay. Now let me run it. I'm dispensing chips. Guys, now your requirement comes the best part to understand. Suppose I want to add cookies. Why do I need to change it? Do I need to change anything? Do I need to change anything? Do I need to change anything? Do I need to change? No, I don't need to change anything. What I need to do, suppose I need to add soda class. So I need to just go ahead, create a new class. Okay. Suppose I will create soda class. Okay. And finish it. This soda class, what it will do? Implement, it will just implement snack. Okay. And you have an unimplemented method. Add the unimplemented method, take it up here, and you can go, where is that chip class? We'll just copy it. And where is my class? Soda, PQRS. Okay. Dispense soda. Okay. Now go to main. What do I need to do here? You just need to have created an object for soda and create soda. Now here I can give here soda. Come here, run as. Understood what I have done here? What I have done here is if I have closed my code for modification, I am only, tomorrow if somebody asks me to add cookies, what I'm going to do is I am gonna add it in a new class and it will be extended. Again, if I am needing to add something called as juice, I will create another class and I will add it. I will create another class and I will add it. Now tell me any doubt in this particular topic. Now tell me any doubt in this particular. Now tell me any doubt in this particular topic. Have you understood what I have implemented? Have you understood what I have implemented? Now again, guys, if I am adding one more thing, suppose tomorrow you want to add one more item, biscuits. Can't you go ahead and directly add one more class biscuit? Are you modifying the existing class? Anybody? Not at all. We are only covering, or we are only just extending it. Okay. We are keep on adding new classes and using the existing one. So it is nothing but an extension. So are you going to get any bugs in the old previous module? No. Anything will happen because you have made some mistake in your new class. Which is class? This class. Other than that, your chips is totally untouched, guys. Anybody can come in, extend your feature. Okay. Now tell me, who wants to speak up fast? I'll give you a little bit of time to speak up, and then I will give you a small task. Tell me.
Yeah, hi Abhijit. Like, why only interfaces?
Because interfaces helps you. Okay. It's not that only interface you will use, but this is one of the recommended ways so that you don't need to touch the main class. And you are forcing people that, yes, if you are using me, you have to implement me. You know the concept of interfaces, right? I don't
Yeah,
know to
yeah,
teach you interface.
yeah.
Okay.
Like I was thinking like abstract class also we can
This is kind of a method of abstraction only, right? You are achieving abstraction only. Are you tell what is abstraction? You don't want to tell people what is the internal work,
uh,
right?
uh, yeah.
The internal things you are not exposing to the people users. Here also you are not exposing to anything.
Okay. Okay.
Anybody else? Okay, fast. We will have. Okay, because this is a very nice and a very vast topic to understand. Okay, some people have raised hand. Give it to me fast. Yes, Yogesh. I think I have unmuted you.
Yeah, hi Abhijit. So actually,
Yeah.
I'm saying like when we are implementing this class and we are creating implementation like chips, okay. But how we are not making it able to modify? We can modify it further, no? If we want to create one more
It's
implementation for
not
these
that
chips.
it's not that I'm putting any lock on that. You can go and modify. But do we need to modify? That is what my question was. Do you think I need to modify my main codes? You keep on adding, right? New feature to your code.
But how it is following that closed for modification that I'm not getting.
Close for modification, it is following that you don't need to modify. You are not putting any lock on that. Okay. See, your code is not going to be what to say. You will just you're working in a company, right? Whatever you write, is it getting merged everything? No, right? You got a lot of review comments from whom? From your lead, from your teammates, from your architect. How they are giving the comments? If you write this code, they will give you a comment. Hey, split these things into different classes. Why? Because tomorrow these many problems can come into picture. It is not that you can't go and modify. People go and modify a lot of things. You can't put a lock on something. Don't imagine all those things that you can put a lock of something. Just tell, are you giving the possibility to anybody to modify those code? Is anybody required to modify this particular code? Was it required for me?
No, it is not. Like if we want some more functionality to add, we
Just
can create new implementation, new class, right?
exactly, right? That is what my intention was to do that. Yeah,
Yeah,
if
so
I
like
am
I'm
yeah,
seeing one more way is there. Like when we are creating implementation like this chips, okay. So can we make this overridden method as final? So like we cannot create further implementation for this.
you can do it. You can do it. See, again, I
Then
will
it
tell
will
you.
be closed for
I'm
modification also.
I'm not telling you that this is the only way, this is the best way I'm telling you to do it. You can do hundred of things apart from this from here. But our way of understanding is that okay, this is what we need to do. After this, you can add any technical techniques. I'm not teaching you technical, final and all anything. And you can do it
Mhm.
on your own.
Sure, sure.
I'm teaching
Yeah.
you the principle first. Okay.
Mhm.
That you can make it internally whatever you want something. You make a method, some method is private, some method is public, this final, this variable is anything you can do it inside. That is upon you, how you want to take it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Sure, sure. Got it.
That is not a problem. But what was the major concern? That people should be able to extend your feature.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Thank you, Abhijit.
Yeah. Okay. After this, I'll give you the last principle immediately in like 10, 15 minutes. We'll wrap it up. Tell me,
Hi, sir.
Vidyasagar.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm able to hear you.
Sir, let us say if we want to add a functionality like adding inventory to the items in the vending machine, so does it come under extension or modification like completely?
That is your DB, right? In database, you want to just add something item. In inventory, if you are adding something, but if you want to implement that method, that is coming under extension only, right? Not
Yeah.
modification.
So for example, like we are giving a functionality, so the shop vendor has a idea about how many chips are there or what's the inventory vending machine
The
inventory, right?
counting and all is not at all a problem. That is your separate DB task. We're not talking about DB task. Forget DB task. How many chips are there? How many this are there? That is separate task itself. That will be taken by counting inventory, or you can create a class of inventory. Okay. Or you can add a method here itself in chips itself. So everything related to chips will be available here if you want. That is, you can extend it to whatever level you want.
So in the constructor, when we are initiating, then only we can add the
You
inventory
can
as
add
well.
that. Yes.
So
Okay.
that will come under modification, no, sir? Like we are.
No, you are not touching your main class. Okay. You are just adding something to it. Okay. You are just adding something to it if you want to add it. Again, okay. Understand that concept. Modification doesn't mean that you will never ever do touch anything that particular code. But unnecessary, you don't need to touch it. Whatever it is possible, we don't need to touch it, that particular code. That is your understanding should be always.
Okay. When
Okay.
necessary, you can still touch it.
If possible, if it is possible to create a new class and extend the feature, always do that.
Okay.
If it is unnecessary to create a new class, don't do that.
Okay, sir. Got it.
See, now since you are learning slowly, I'm not sure how many guys have you ever implemented these things, okay, or solid principles in your particular topics or the work where you're doing. But once you learn all these things, very difficult to unlearn it. Okay, you know this term. Once you learn it, very difficult to unlearn it. Anywhere you will go, you will become a code reviewer now. Immediately your mind will go to that. Hey, this class has multiple reasons to change. Okay, that means some implementation is wrong. Can we do this in this way? And you will start refactoring your code. You understand the meaning of refactoring your code?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So you will start modifying all those things. Can we do this? Can we do that? You will come on, you will not satisfy until you get the best possible solution.
Yeah, even
Okay.
the real world, I'm starting to see it like this.
Yeah. That is
Bank
what I am trying to
systems.
tell you. 1 hour, it's not solid principle cannot be learned in 1 hour, very frankly. That is why I have kept this session very detailed and very positive. Everything. Okay. Because I know. Okay. You need to have a little bit of patience at the end of the solid principle. And when I show you this particular code, how to do it, everything will be done in front of you. But before that itself, you understand everything. You will keep on analyzing it, understanding it, how things can be done. Okay. Now my last thing. Okay. This is the easiest one. Okay. Liskov substitution principle. This was given by Barbara Liskov. Okay. This was given by Barbara Liskov. Okay. I'll just write the short form. Substitution principle. Okay. 5 minutes. Just give me 5 minutes. We'll wrap it up. Okay. Here they gave it. The definition is object of a superclass should be replaceable with objects of its subclass without breaking the application. This is a standard definition given. Okay. Simple way. If A is a parent class, suppose A is a parent class, okay, and B is a child class, okay, then we should be able to use B anywhere wherever we could use A. You should not get any surprise or error. Okay, they both are like, okay, so wherever you are using A, you can use B also. I'm going to imagine this particular thing. Now let us see how to do it. Everybody know is a method in inheritance? Is a method? I hope so. Okay. So what is a method? In is a method, suppose I tell that animal is a parent class, and I have created a normal class God where I have extended animal class. Can I tell dog is an animal? Dog is an animal. Can I tell this? I can definitely tell it. Suppose you have created example I will tell as bird. Okay, and I have created a class called as pigeon where I have created bird. Can I tell pigeon is a bird? Yes. Now, there is a small catch in understanding this. What small catch is? Imagine, suppose I have let me take it in a simple way is, suppose you have taken a bird class. Let me take a bird. Now, here suppose you create a subclass that is penguin. Okay. Here you have a method called as fly. You have inherited this particular method. That is, this is the parent. You know inheritance, right? Everybody should know inheritance. Now here you are using penguin. Can you tell penguin is a bird? I can tell penguin is a bird. But can penguin fly, guys? Give me answer immediately. You will understand immediately in 2 minutes itself. Over. Can you tell penguin can fly? Can you tell penguin can fly? Can we tell penguin can fly? No, guys. Penguin cannot fly. So just now what I have told you, wherever this class can be used, this class also can be used. Can I write a method called penguin.fly? I can use bird.fly. Can I use penguin.fly? Can I use penguin.fly? First of all, can I do that? See, simple example. First of all, never make things complicated in the first step. When you want to learn a principle or new thing, do it in a simple way. Suppose I have created a class bird. Let me create. Okay, I didn't need main method. I don't know why I have created. Okay, so here suppose I have created a method called public void fly. Okay, public void fly, and I have given sys out. Okay, sys out fly, and I have given fly. Okay, now I will create a class, penguin class. Okay, now I can have this penguin class. Okay, now what this penguin does, this penguin extends bird. Okay, fine. Let me extend it, but any method I want, I can write it or override it. Now I will create my last class, that is the main class. Bird main. Here, let me give it this. Now tell me, guys, bird, suppose BRD. Can I use penguin here? Can I use penguin here? Tell me. You will understand everything. That's it. Anybody who wants to tell, can we use penguin here? No. Okay. Can I use penguin here? Yes, I can use it. Doesn't matter because it is a child class. What I've done. Okay. Now, if I put here, is this correct? Is this correct? Is this correct? Is this correct way to do it? Whatever I've been doing. Is this the correct way to do it? Let's save everything. Okay. Is this the correct way to do it? No, it is not the correct way to do it because you are substituting bird with your parent class with the subscribe, like your subclass. No problem. You can do that and you should be able to do that. But is the penguin capability to fly? Penguin has the capability to fly? No, penguin doesn't have the capability to fly. So what you will do in penguin, wherever you have written penguin, this method is invalid method. Wherever bird can be used, I cannot use penguin because people don't know what the internal implementation is. They will go and put penguin.fly. But can penguin fly? Not at all. So what you will do? Here you will do is, okay, override. By mistake, people will write, right? Penguin.fly. Is it possible? People can write. So what you will do? You will keep here, write as something at the rate override you will do. I'm not telling all those things. You will write at the rate override. and you will create fly method and you will give an error, no, penguin cannot fly. Is it a correct way to do that? That you are telling you are extending a class from here and wherever bird can be used, can I use penguin everywhere? No. Bird is using a method called as fly, but for penguin, I cannot use a method called as fly. So this is what Barbara Liskov has given you. This is what Barbara Liskov has given you. Okay, that the simple definition that wherever I can use my parent class, I should always be able to use my child class also. But if you not design it properly, this is not the correct principle to use it. Okay. Now we can speak. Okay. Now we can speak. Anybody want to speak? Now we can speak. I am done with the session because I don't want to, whatever I plan to do it, I have done it. Okay. I have told you 3 principles we will cover. 3 principles we have covered. Next session, 2 plus your combined example. Now you can speak to me fast. I will have like 5 minutes to 7 minutes.
Yeah, Abhijit, like this principle and the last principle are like quite resembles, right?
All the principles are quite good resembles. That is when once you keep on learning it, you're doing it. By automatically, if you do this, everything will fall in place. That is what I can tell you. Okay.
Because observing, adding new functionality is the main thing here.
Yeah.
So, okay.
You're on the right track. Okay. The thinking is good. Okay. Naren is asking, let me give time to Naren.
Hello,
Yeah,
good
Naren.
good morning, sir.
Yeah.
So, as you told, how to resolve this issue, like the child class getting that methods and all.
Okay. Good. How to resolve this issue is you need to create another class. Okay. What class you need to create is you need to create another class that is, please try it. I'll give you one small task also at the end. Please try it out. Here is create another class that is flying bird class. Okay. And ideally, what you should have done is you should have created. I've created a class bird, right? In that, you cannot give a method that is, sorry, yeah. Why it is coming here? Okay. Let me have it here. Okay. So here you could have given a simple method as void eat. Every bird will eat, right? Now create a class flying bird. Here what you can do is you can we create it here. Class flying bird extends bird. Okay. Here you can create a method called void fly. Okay. Here you can create a method called as void fly. Now, if you are having penguin, you can extend to normal bird and every bird can fly. Okay. Sorry, every bird will eat. But there are different categories of flying bird. So only those particular birds which can fly, you can inherit from here. So automatically, you know the inheritance concept is A, B, C. So this is your bird. Inside this method is fly. Here you have flying bird. Oh, sorry. Here you have eat. Here you have flying bird where it can fly. And this is category. So suppose it is penguin. For penguin, can I put extend to bird only? Do I need to extend to flying bird? No, because it is a bird. Yes, it is a bird. There is no problem. Penguin is a bird. Okay, but it is not a flying bird. Suppose tomorrow I take sparrow. Can I take sparrow is a flying bird? Yes, it can fly also, and it is a bird also which will eat. Am I making sense to everybody? First of all, are you able to speak up? Whoever asked me a doubt, I don't know the name. think Naren, right? Sorry, yeah. Sorry, Naren, can you speak up?
Yes, sir. Yes, I got it. But as you told, the sparrow is as it is extending from the bird, sorry, flying bird, it also extends the bird itself, right? So it
Yeah. So
can access
sparrow
the
is a
both
bird
the
also.
method, fly
It's
method
a
and
bird.
leap method.
Yes, it is a bird also, but it is also a flying bird.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Got it, sir. Got it. Thank you.
Now, I need you to do a small task. Okay, go ahead. Create a simple class for health insurance. I will do it in my next class also. Create a simple class for health insurance. Okay. And based on a customer is loyal or not, calculate a discount. Calculate a discount. Okay. People are coming to buy health insurance. Okay. If it is a loyal customer, you are going to give him discount. Design in such a way that you can extend it. Why? Tomorrow, it is high possibility that this company can venture into life insurance. This company can go into home insurance. This company can go into take vehicle insurance. Okay. So design a way in such a way that you can extend all these things together. Okay. Extending this, and this is not at all a problem. Okay. Yeah. Now, anybody want to speak? You can speak with me. We have like 5 minutes more left. Then we will wrap it up. We'll close it up. If you don't have any doubt, you can leave it. Go enjoy your Sunday. Okay. Yes, Rishal. I have unmuted you guys. Whoever wanted to speak to me.
Hi Abhijit. This side is Tapas. Actually,
Yeah.
my small question is actually I am from Delhi. I need whatever you are doing this practice session. I need also admission also for Spring Boot and my micro web services. I need this solid principle notes. How can I get?
You have registered in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. That whatever Ashok IT sir has sent you tomorrow today in the chat, I think main chat.
Okay.
Everybody follow
Thank
this
you.
workshop notes and video. If you want to
Okay.
join it, follow this. They will give you.
Okay.
No need to worry.
Thank you.
Okay. Rishal, if you want to speak, you can speak. Else, I think everybody is clear.
Like, when will be the next rest to two principles?
Yeah. Next two principle, mostly by next week, I'll plan to bring it up. Okay.
Okay, by the
So
time we have to come up with this problem solution.
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So we have to include all these three principles in it.
Yeah. How can you include it? Plan it.
Yep. And Abhijit, well explained. Thank you so much.
Thank you. This is a difficult topic. I'll tell you very frankly. It's a difficult topic for people to understand. Okay. So that is why I have tried to make it as simplified as it can be. Okay. Thank you for your compliment. Okay, Sufyan.
Sir, next class will be the with the same link. No?
No, they will send you the workshop. Right? Don't worry.
Okay.
They will send you. They will inform you.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, Naren.
Yeah, same question, sir. So the next class will be, when will be the next
They
class?
will give you. They will give you. I have a lot of workshop planned. Okay. I am taking the multi-cloud with DevOps. In last week, I have taken AWS Lambda. Okay. Before that, one day I have taken Docker and all those things. So I have multiple workshops planned for you guys. One is Kubernetes with Helm chart, how to work developer with Dockers. That is another. Okay. System design is something which I am going to bring it up. Okay. Which is being constantly being asked for now. So keep on tap of that. You will keep on writing. Okay. Yeah. Tapas, you wanted to ask something?
Yeah, I got it, got it. This was my question already. Candidate asked. Okay, thank you. Well explained.
Thank you.
Sir, last week I attended your
Lambda.
Lambda, yes, sir. So this Saturday you had taken another class, which already gone yesterday. I was not attended. That's why I'm asking.
Yesterday, which session?
No, Lambda was last week, no?
Last week.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. This week you have taken anything?
No. Sunday, today, solid only. Solid principles.
Okay. And you told system design will start by this Sunday or somewhere you told.
Yeah,
So
actually, system design, I will be taking a little bit of, but system design is a very big course. So actually, uh, system design will be a proper course actually.
yes. Sir. So when will you start, sir? Miss,
This week only we are starting.
okay. And you are taking this class from Miss, which place, sir? Miss,
I am currently located in Chennai.
Chennai.
I travel to Singapore and other things because for meetings and all, but yeah, my class never get disturbs.
Okay, okay. Because I wanted to join this system design. That one.
Yeah, we'll start in this particular exception because this has become a very mandatory. Lot of requirements came into picture, and I used to teach in Edudeca and Scalar and all those places. Generally, in Hyderabad based, people don't cover this topic. In Scalar, we used to charge 4 lakhs. Okay, so here at least it will be available, affordable to everybody. So yeah, Gayatri.
Uh, so I just want to ask you where we will get that recording videos of AWS Lambdas. Like I'm unable to attend that.
Just go to Ashok IT channel, search
Okay.
AWS Lambda. First link will come for me.
Okay. Fine. Thank you.
Yes, Ishal, you were saying
Yeah,
something.
Abhijit, like regarding the system design, like please let us know like when it will be start and what and all the things. Like hope it is properly structured because it is going to involve a lot of topics.
A lot of topics. We
Yeah,
have to understand the system design. I'll teach you system design on WhatsApp, YouTube, Ola, how these things are being maintained. Okay.
yeah, and
So
we're gonna like design some systems as well, like with like WhatsApp or something.
microservices also you will learn there. That is a part.
Okay, okay.
High level design, low level design, both we will cover.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Okay, thanks.
Okay. Okay. I hope I have answered for everybody. If anybody is left out, let me know. Uh, or you can left a note at Ashok IT or anywhere. Okay. We are reachable at any moment. No need to worry about. Okay, guys. Take care. We'll meet again. Okay. Multiple workshops are planned. Please follow us. Okay. Take care. Have a nice Sunday. Thank you.